Right, we are loading. Drum roll, please. And what's up, everyone? SkullCrusher here. It is Wednesday, May the 30th, 2018, and it is boom time. And for today's morning live stream session, we'll be showcasing an Indian gaming. I'm assuming that's another one of AK. What's up, brother? How are you doing? We've got the HZ, the Hooka loaded, Heavy-zooka. This is actually a really effective troop loadout when it comes to PvP, map clearing, and sometimes even ops. We will be loading brick as well because yesterday I was having some fantastic map clearing sessions with the HZ. So I want to kind of carry that over. The only downfall I have right now is if you guys look up out at my gold, Indian Gaming, how do you know? Well, just from the way you said, hey, my friend, H-A-I. Only other person I know that spells it like that, my friend. So kind of a giveaway. But how you doing, AK? What's up, brother? And it is going to be unboosted as well because I'm going to try to conserve my power powder. We're going to take a look over here at the sculptor. We are turning a dark sculptor, a dark shard right now, essentially to get ourselves another dark masterpiece. So at the moment I can, once this dark shard is over with, we can essentially, once this guardian is over with, we will get ourselves another dark crystal, and then we'll be able to turn 3 masterpieces. Yeah, man. And then we've also are going to be able to turn a magma crystal. We're going to be able to turn a ice crystal. We're going to be able to turn a life crystal. So that's 7, 14, 21, 21, and another 21. That's going to be 41 power powder that I've got sitting there just in crystals. So that's going to be really awesome. Okay, guys, so Wednesday, May the 30th, 2018, we are going to get the map clearing session started. This will be unboosted, as you can see. We do have the HZ, the Heavy-zooka, the Hooka troop loadout. We've also got brick with battle orders, and because our gold is so low, 446,000, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to live stream this morning, but nonetheless, I want to persevere, and we are going to be starting things off with none other than Dr. Terror. So let's get things started off, and for the first few stages, I'm assuming stages 1, 2, and 3, we might be able to just artillery out with the artillery reduction gunboat energy cost. So that is so much artillery right there. So looks like I lost track. I should have kept count and seen how high essentially we would have got there, but nonetheless I think that was about probably 13 or 14. We did pull in a dark fragment and a dark shard. Dr. Terror letting us know that with the powers of this active volcano, my terror turrets will be stronger than ever. Yeah, right, buddy. So let's keep this going, guys. Up to 485,000 gold now, which is a lot better. We still need a lot more gold if we are going to successfully be able to clear our map for this morning map clearing session. So here we go. Let's go 2 artillery, and then we'll do the rest barrage. And perfect, guys. So looks like stages 1 and 2 we were successfully able to get just with gunboat energy, artilleries, and barrages. We will be launching the troops soon enough, but for these first few stages of Dr. Terror, if you are a mid to high VP player, you really don't need to send troops. You can just kind of have fun with the artillery, the barrages, even the critters. So we've got some shock launchers in there. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of the rocket launcher. Perfect. We'll get rid of these rocket launchers. We'll get rid of the flamethrower. That was probably only 1 artillery. Yep, 2 for nothing. And I think we're going to drop some critters here. We're going to try to clear out some of these back defenses and see if the critters can get the kill. See, as you guys can see, we're just having fun with this. We could have just went for the artillery and the barrages on the headquarters there, but we cleared some defenses with artillery. And guys, we've got Pierrot popping into the YouTube chat. What's up, Pierrot? How are you doing, brother? We are going to be map clearing with the HZ, the Heavy-zooka, the Hooka troop loadout. And look at this, guys. We've got Krusty Co-Commanders. Good morning, fellas. Welcome to the live stream. Krusty Co, how are you doing today, buddy? Starting things off with a Dr. Terror. And Parrot, very happy to hear that, buddy. I myself am just waking up. Woke up, got the thumbnail ready for the live stream, checked out the news, starting my day off right with the live stream. And then since it was my brother's birthday yesterday, he is over. I think we are going to be going out for some breakfast or maybe some chicken wings and beer. We'll figure something out. But guys, take a look at that gold reserve right there. Oh, it's so bad. So 658,000. So I just woke up as well. Yep. Everybody's just waking up, fellas. So I think everybody's up but AK. I think it's probably nighttime in India over there. But nonetheless, AK could just be getting up. Maybe he works days or works nights. I don't know. All right, guys. We are going to send it right back into Dr. Terror Stage 4. So here we go. And I think this is where we're going to start to have fun with the HZ, the Heavy-zooka. So what an awkward base layout here. Say to him, happy birthday by your subs. Pierrot, absolutely, buddy. The funny thing is he ironically just subscribed to me like the other day. This whole entire time, I thought he was subbed to me, but he wasn't. And I was like, but he most definitely is now. And Pierrot, I most definitely will tell my brother Brian, happy birthday from SkullCrusher's subscribers. All right, fellas, let's send this. So I think we're going to flare land. Actually, no, we're going to open up a KZ, guys, a kill zone. And essentially what that is I just want to open up a landing here near the headquarters just to make everything a little bit easier as we are rushing that core. Perfect. Okay, so my heavies will hit those boom mines, so I'm not too worried about clearing those right now. This will be a flare landing. And we're going to start off with the Zookas, guys. So here you go. You're going to see 5 boats of Zookas, and then that's it. We will be in range of that machine gun, so we are going to drop the first smoke. Perfect. And then from here, we're going to reflare above the machine gun, drop brick, and our 3 boats of heavies. Now, if my heavies take machine gun fire, that's fine, guys. The whole point is for the heavies to take the beating, guys. They are the bullet sponges. From this point, we're going to directly flare to our kill zone. We'll drop 1 smoke, 2 smoke. These next 2 smokes will be in front of the core and directly behind. And Ian Finley, what's up, brother? How are you doing, my man? We are rocking it with the HZ. And now that we've got our Heavy-zookas in our kill zone, we will reflare the core, shock surrounding defenses behind the Zookas, while the heavies in the front essentially take all the beating. Guys, I cannot stress how effective the HZ Heavy-zooka, the Hooka troop loadout is when it comes to PvP. We are not PvPing it up right now, guys. We are crushing Dr. Terror. That is because our gold reserves are so very low and we need to build them up before we start taking on the PvP bases. But that is absolutely fantastic, guys. We've got Ian Finlay popping into the YouTube chat. What's up, brother, man? Much love, my man. Much love. You've shown SkullCrusher a lot of support on my YouTube journey, and Ian Finlay, that is awesome, man, that I get to see that name pop up in the YouTube chat. So here we go, fellas. We are going to RR, that is reload and resend. We are all about Mother Earth, so don't get me wrong. Reuse and recycle could also be an abbreviation for RR, but for Boom Beach, guys, and with SkullCrusher, we're gonna reload and resend. My man, Ian Finley, that is awesome, dude. All right, guys, so we've got Dr. Terror Stage 7. So we're sending Stage 7, I wish, Stage 5. And once again, more of a similar loadout here. This is very awkward, but just like how empty the beach landing is, and then how concentrated the defenses get as we progress back and closer to that headquarters. So once again, guys, I need to open up a kill zone here. So essentially I'm looking for that spot where I want to place my troops before I reflare the core. So let's go for this back area right here. We're gonna try to BART out this shock launcher. So let's go 1, 2, 3. 3 artillery. And that should be more than enough. Perfect. And that mortar will go 2 more. That mortar will be a big threat for my Zookas. Perfect. So I've got all these mines. I'm not going to worry about any of them because the whole point of the HZ, Heavy-zooka, Hooka, is for those heavies to get out in front when you're on your path to the core, and they will essentially hit all the mines, and you're going to save yourself that much gunboat energy. So we're going to work with 106 gunboat energy, and we're going to work our way to the core. So we're going to start from the left side here, guys. We are going to flare land. And once again, we are going to start with our Zookas. So now that we've got the Zookas launched, we are going to drop our first smoke because they will get into direct range of that flamethrower. So from here, I will directly flare to my first flare point, and that's because I want to bunch my troops up nicely. And then, of course, as we launched to our next flare point, we dropped brick and our 3 boats of heavies. So from this point, guys, we are going to directly flare to our kill point. And as long as the heavies can get out in front there, which we've got brick out in front with the heavies, you're going to watch them hit all the mines right here. So the heavies will take all the beating, while the Zookas will deliver the punch and stay alive. So look at that, guys. We've only lost about 5 or 6 Zookas so far. So, oh, we lost brick. No! That's okay. We'll reflare the core. So brick is down, guys. And now shock defense is behind the Zookas. And as you can see, the rocket launcher's up front and everything else will target the heavies. While our Zookas in the back are clean as can be. Minor casualties, guys. Boom goes the dynamite. Yes, Pierrot, very, very effective. This is the bread and butter when it comes down to Boom Beach. I mean, in the early days, like we're going back 3.5, 4 years ago, when there was absolutely nothing other than Heavy-zooka, riflemen, warriors, and tanks. Heavy-zooka was the troop combo. That's essentially what it was. That's what you use to progress yourself. And it looks like Krusty Co is letting us know I'm managing right now, but if I have a problem getting gold at no defense, I might swap my level 44 baby account into little OG boomers and put no defenses into 25-man task force. No worries, man. You do whatever you got to do. Krusty Co, you are more than welcome to hop no defenses in and out of little OG boomers. There is no 100%. Ooh, excuse me, soul attachment here. This is a free game. There is about probably 5 or 6 full-time members in the OG Boomers that will hop after their boost and after they hit our task force operation. So it's awesome, man. Yeah, that's not a problem if you want to pull out, to bring it into another task force. If you want to drop another account in, I think that's absolutely spectacular. So guys, let's take a look at Dr. Terror Stage 6 here. We've already hit that attack button, which means we have to scout on the fly here. But this looks fairly simple. We're going to flare land, but on this flare landing, guys, we're going to flare land on the right side. So once again, guys, we're going to stick with our same POA, and that is our plan of attack. So we've got our 5 boats of Zookas launched. Now we are going to drop our first smoke. That's because they will become in direct range of that machine gun there. So at this point, we are going to just directly flare above the machine gun, drop our 3 boats of heavies and brick, and I just want them to start to line up. I want that path of alignment solid, and now we're going to flare directly to our kill zone. And as you can see, Brick is doing an excellent job taking the lead with the heavies. We will have 1 mine and 1 boom mine to worry about. Oh, we missed the second flares. We're going to drop 2 more. Perfect, guys. And at this point, we're going to activate battle orders. And all we're going to shock are the rocket launchers behind the core here. So we're going to flare the core. 1 shock, 2 shock. Oh, we'll shock the shock launcher. And once again, we are in the radius of that rocket launcher beside the core, and by shocking the rocket launchers behind the core, everything directly in front of the core, meaning in front of the heavies, they would target the heavies, leaving the Zookas harm-free. Guys, I absolutely love this troop loadout. The Heavy-zooka is so effective. Please let me know what you think in the comments of the Heavy-zooka troop loadout when you guys are using it with regards to smashing Dr. Terror or PvP. And yeah, Pierrot, right on, man. That's what I'm talking about, homie. Thank you so much for the support. Okay, guys, so this is awesome. We started off the map clearing session off here for the morning map clearing session, Wednesday, May the 30th, 2018. 460k gold. We've pushed that right up to 1.1 mil. As you can see, we have a storage capacity of 8.3 mil, so I would like a lot more gold theoretically and essentially here. So sorry guys, let's take a look at Krusty Co there. I've had 4.5 million gold on my baby account for a couple months now, LOL, and I can't use it on anything. That is awful, man. Unfortunately, you are like what we'd like to say a sitting duck, or you're just a fish in a barrel, my friend. Your gold is just waiting to be taken by players to raid your base. So that's awful, Krusty Co. Hopefully you can find a resource or a troop to upgrade, or even essentially upgrade your radar and unlock more slots on the archipelago. So don't leave that much gold sitting there, Krusty. That's awful. Alright guys, so we've got Dr. Terror, Stage 7. Wednesday, May the 30th, 2018. What are we dealing with on this unboosted hit? This looks really fun, guys. I think I know exactly what I'm going to do, but look at all these beach rocket launchers. Guys, this is what we like to call a hot landing. No matter where I land on this beach, our troops are going to be under immediate fire, which means we need to flare land under smoke. That smoke is going to give us that protection, that coverage, so our troops will not take immediate fire from these rocket launchers, which means we are going to be using a lot more gunboat energy to make our way to the core. Okay, this is what we're going to do, guys. We're going to try to get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. I probably could have just done the 3 artillery because I think leaving that boom cannon there, single shot defenses aren't very, you don't need to worry about them that much. Okay. So now we still have 111 gunboat energy we're managing with here. So this is going to be a different kind of landing here. We're still going to flare land, but we're going to drop essentially the smoke first. We're gonna go 1 Zooka, 2 Zooka, 3 Zooka, 4 Zooka, 5 Zooka, brick, and the rest of our troops. So I want to bunch them up nicely and regroup them. So from this point, guys, we're gonna flare directly to our kill spot, and once again the heavies should take the lead, take the blunt of that fire from the mines, and from here it's going to be a 2 smoke drop directly in front of the core and then behind it. So once I activate battle orders and then reflare the core, I'm going to have enough for 3 shocks. And those shocks will include this rocket launcher, these 2 rocket launchers, and that rocket launcher. And as you can see, guys, the Zookas are going harm-free, while even the heavies aren't even taking that much abuse, guys. So that was actually really, really easy. Dr. Terror Stage 7 just absolutely crushing it with the HZ, the Heavy-zooka troop loadout. And look at that, guys. We did get ourselves another crystal. Absolutely fantastic. And boom goes the dynamite. And Pirate, that's what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly how you're going to pull these kinds of attacks off too when you also have fully maxed troops. So remember, this is not as easy as it looks. The average player can pull this off with, just a fair amount of practice. If you are new to the game, trying an attack like this, getting your timing down with smokes and flares, it will be difficult. So I do highly recommend practicing Heavy-zooka if you are unfamiliar with on Dr. Terror. I only get attacked once in a while, surprisingly, LOL, but I end up maxing it again. Oh, Krusty, you must be one of those lucky accounts, my man. That is fantastic. So, all right, guys, that was awesome. We just absolutely crushed a Dr. Terror there. So let's take a look at the Sculptor, and we've got a resource reward 16. We're going to salvage that. So this is awesome, guys. I'm up to 23 dark crystals. I'm just going to keep building that because as of now, I officially have about 43 power powders just sitting in crystals. And you know what? 4,600 life fragments, 3,500 ice fragments, 3,200 magma fragments, and I just keep converting the dark fragments. I really don't care about those because then I just keep having Dark Guardians to turn. So here we go, guys. I'm actually really excited. We're going to start the PvP. So I think before we start the PvP, we're actually going to hit some NPC. So no, I apologize. We're going to rewind that for a second. We are going to hit the NPC, and remember, guys, NPC is non-player compatible. They're computer bases. So those are these red bases on the map that essentially don't have these awesome looking shields above their names. Like this one's got the lion by it, and every other PvP, so you know, we'll player versus player, every other player base on my map will have the shield there. So let's start crushing some NPC bases, guys. Let's start building some more gold reserves. And that's right, guys, please do not forget to support the channel by clicking that subscribe button. I will officially be having my 100 subscriber special tomorrow, Thursday, May the 31st, 2018 at 9 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. Guys, it's going to involve War Factory. It's going to involve the Trader. It's going to be absolute madness. Please don't forget to tune in, show some love and support. We are growing this channel. So here we go, guys. Look at all those mines. This is a horrible NPC base for mines. But nonetheless, guys, just one artillery in the front there should get the cluster of them that I need removed, gone, and out. So look at that. Mines removed. And with the heavies taking the lead here, I don't have to worry about clearing any other mines. You know what? Maybe some of these ones, some of the Zookas might wander off, and if I hit one mine, I might hit the rest, and we'll have that domino chain reaction effect, and then rip Zookas. C'est la vie. And I do not want that. So here we go, guys. This is going to be a pretty fun landing here. We're going to flare land, and once again, we are going to start off with our Zookas. So we'll flare land to the left, and we're going to drop our 5 boats of Zookas. And once the Zookas get close to the flare point, we're going to drop our 3 boats of heavies and brick. And now we're going to go directly to our flare point, and 1 smoke, 2 smoke, and this should actually only be 2 more smokes. Perfect. Heavy's doing an excellent job hitting the boom mines. Looks like I actually had a Zooka hit the boom mine. We're going to activate battle orders, reflare the core, and we're only going to shock the machine guns behind the core, and now we're going to medkit the crap out of our Zookas. And look at that, guys. Wow, I actually did lose a lot more Zookas than I was anticipating. But nonetheless, we lost 0 heavies. That's kind of what I was anticipating. But that was really cool, guys. So boom goes the dynamite on that one. Very successful. Ooh, 28 Zooka casualties. That's not good if I'm trying to rebuild my gold stockpile here. Ooh, excuse me. So it looks like it's going to cost me more gold than I made from the NPC, and come on, doesn't even give me any gold in the supply chest. Now Supercell knows that I'm hurting for gold. So nonetheless, we'll get some more dark shards. Okay. So guys, we're going to make our way to the next NPC base. Looks like we've got nailed again. And essentially this should be... Ooh, oh, this is going to be really fun. So, on this one, guys, we're going to try the same technique here. We're going to flare land under smoke, and we're going to just try to reflare in front of the core for a very effective Heavy-zooka finish. Uh-oh, guys, alright. I botched the landing because we launched the heavies as well, but that's okay, because we should still be able to pull this attack off. The heavies are so fast that they will eventually take that lead and surpass the Zookas. So now we're going to go 1, 2. And they're going to bunch in there nicely. So now we're going to activate battle orders. And we will drop a critter box on this side. Reflare the core. Shock the rocket launchers. Medkit the Zookas. Heavies will hit the mines in front of the core. The snipers should target the heavies. And look at that, guys. Very effective. Boom goes the dynamite. And keep in mind, guys, that I'm running this HZ, this Heavy-zooka, this Hooka troop loadout at 5-3. That's 5 boats of Zookas and 3 boats of heavies. You can very easily run this troop loadout at 2-6 or even 1-7, being 2 boats heavies and 6 boats of Zookas, or even 1 boat of heavies with 7 boats of Zookas, all depending on the player base layout you are going up against, and also the variables coming into effect with what hero and what hero ability you will be using. So we are going to reload our 3 lost casualties. My baby account got raided. Rusty, you jinxed it, brother. Oh, way to go, man. That's what happens for speaking too soon on the live stream, man. That is absolutely hilarious. Way to go, guys. So, Krusty Co. Talking the talk about his baby account not getting raided. All of a sudden, the bomb has been dropped. Boom goes the dynamite. Krusty Co. baby account officially been raided. No defenses. You'll get that gold back, buddy. Alright guys, so let's keep this NPC going, guys. We've got those gold reserves right up to 1.4 million. This is awesome. We've built our gold reserves by almost 4 million, I wish. 1 million. So here we go, guys. We've got between the mines and... I mean, it speaks for itself, guys. Look at all those defenses between the mines. So, for this base layout, we are going to focus on getting rid of this machine gun up front here, and then we'll just do our standard Zooka drop with the heavies and brick. So here we go, 1, 2 artillery, boom goes the dynamite on that, and this time we're actually going to, we'll do our flare land, drop our smoke, Zooka, 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 Zooka. One more boat of Zookas. Perfect. So from this point, we're going to flare to our next. We're going to drop brick in our heavies. They're going to bunch up nicely. From this point, we're just going to directly flare above and do an awkward 3 smoke drop. Should be plenty enough time for the troops to bunch up right in that middle smoke. We're going to activate battle orders. We'll reflare the core. And I'm actually only going to shock the 2 shock launchers up front. I'm going to medkit my Zookas, and look at that, guys. Very effective. Boom goes the dynamite. So once again, guys, this is unboosted. So we've been having, I've been having a very lucky time clearing our map unboosted. And that's also because I did waste about 60 to 70 power powders throughout Mega Crab, and that just chewed up a good amount of my power powder stockpile. So let's make our way to the next NPC base here, guys. We've got Holiday Blast. So it looks like with Holiday Blast, I'm going to try to set up my Heavy-zookas essentially right behind these mortars, right in front of those snipers. So let's get our flare landing on, and we will have to flare land under smoke because this will be a hot landing. Our Zookas are under immediate threat from those rocket launchers. So from here, we're going to drop our 3 boats of heavies and brick. We're going to reflare to gather them nicely, and we're going to flare directly to our kill spot. And so look at that, guys. The heavies should do an excellent job taking the lead. We'll do our 2 smoke drop, almost looking like an L formation. And from this point, we're going to activate battle orders. I'm going to shock the rocket launchers behind the core, reflare the core, medkit the Zookas. Should be very quick and efficient, guys. Boom goes the dynamite, and look at that, guys. So we pulled all that off, and we only lost 3. Wow, I spoke way too soon. There was some really crazy mortar splash damage at the end there. At first, I thought we only lost 3 Zookas, but I think it was about 11. And yes, it was. Look at that, guys. It was 11 Zookas, so ouch. Nonetheless, we're still maintaining and building gold a lot quicker and on a much faster pace than I wanted to. And I wanted to accumulate a little bit of gold because I've got a intel shield on this base right here. So I want to be able to do some drops to give John Hitman some diamonds and some intel. So let's get a little bit more gold just so we can actually afford to drop the gold. So it looks like we've got nailed again, guys. This is a very popular NPC base for my victory point level, and we're going to try something a little bit different here. And look at that, Krusty Co. My no defense account gets a little stronger every day. Right on, man. That's exactly what I'm saying too with SkullCrusher 2S. Uh-oh. We got to redrop another 3 smoke pattern there, activate battle orders, reflare the core. Okay, so we're going to have enough for 1 shock here. And I think this shock is going to go on the rocket launchers closest to the Zookas. We'll medkit the Zookas, and hopefully these rocket launchers target the heavies. And Look at that. They did target the heavies, but we still had more than enough time to bring down that headquarters. So guys, Heavy-zooka, HZ Hooka, very effective when it comes to NPC as well. And Krustyco, that is absolutely fantastic, brother. My no defense accounts gets a little stronger every day. And that's the way it should be, man. You've got to be able to invest a little bit of time each day into Boom Beach if you seriously want to grow your account and see progress. So come on, NPC, what do we got next? And looks like we've got unlimited ammo. So let's see what we're up against with unlimited ammo. And yes, of course, I remember this base laid out. So I think what we're going to worry about is clearing this one little crate in the corner there. And that's right, guys. If we do have any new viewers watching the channel, please do not forget to support the channel by clicking that subscribe button. I have officially hit 100 subscribers as of May the 26th, and I have my 100 sub special on Thursday, May the 31st, 2018 at 9 p.m. EST. Guys, it's going to involve War Factory. It's going to involve the Trader. You can't miss it. It's going to be absolutely insane. Uh-oh. We got a little bit of a smoke gap there, but the troops are bunching in nicely. We lost a few Zookas, reflare the core, and I'm going to just shock the machine guns and mortars behind the core. We're going to medkit the Zookas, and look at that. The heavies are taking all that beating from the rocket launchers, while once again the Zookas pack that punch, guys. Best way to describe a heavy is a bullet sponge. The heavy was born and created to absorb damage and take that beating. And look at that, guys. 4-7, 4 Zooka casualties, 7 heavy casualties. We are just building that gold, guys. This is awesome, because all it's going to take is 1 or 2 mess-ups on some PvP, and then that is the end of it. So looks like we've got unlimited ammo again, and then, wow, looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8, I repeat, 8 player bases on my map. That's 16 victory points. We've still dropped some victory points due to the fact that we did not clear the map yesterday or the night before. So just cleared what I could, and unfortunately it is costing me. So looks like we will then reflare. I want to give enough time for the Zookas to bunch in nicely. So come on, Zookas, little more time. Smoke starting to expire. Reflare to the kill point. Drop another 2 smoke. Come on, heavies, hit those mines. Perfect. And 2 smoke drop at the end. Perfect. So heavy's doing an excellent job absorbing all that damage. Activate battle orders. Reflare the core. We're going to shock everything in front. Medkit the Zookas, and look at that, guys. These rocket launchers and everything else will target the heavies. Well, once again, the Zookas in the back do a very quick and efficient job bringing down that headquarters. Absolutely fantastic, guys. Boom goes the dynamite. So it looks like 3 ice fragments and 89,000 gold. So what's it going to cost us to reload our lost casualties? Let's take a look. Oh, that was way too quick. I did not even pay attention. But here we go, guys. We've got 1.5 million gold now, and it is player base time. So let's see what we're up against on Abu Rudi. And remember, guys, it is shield gen season, and no shield gen. We've got 180k with 111 on that ice. We've got 2 ice with 2 boosted. Okay, guys, this is going to be awesome. So we're going to flare land, and this is going to be a... This is not going to be a smoke landing, because we're only going to take fire from single shot defenses, so I'm only going to lose about probably 10 to 15 Zookas on this landing, if that. We will start flaring once we then reflare to our first flare point, which will be directly in front of this sculptor. And sorry, Krustyco, only have 5 upgrades left until HQ 12 for no defenses. That is spectacular, Krustyco. I'm definitely going to be doing a live stream, I think later tonight, with SkullCrusher 2S. We're going to showcase the little OG OG boomers. We're going to showcase the members and the little OG boomers, and then going from there, I've got smoke on that account now, so I can showcase some warrior and smoke attacks, which is awesome. So I'm really looking forward to showcasing some awesome warrior attacks on my level 32 account, SkullCrusher 2S. Okay, so we're going to have machine gun behind this core to worry about, because unfortunately that will target my Zookas and it will not target the heavies. And perfect. Okay, so here we go. From this point, we're going to do our flare landing, and actually I think I'm going to throw a critter box in there just so those single shot defenses. I accidentally, oh no, so we were in range of the mortar, so looks like we did lose about 10 heavies, or sorry, 10 Zookas already. Okay guys, first flare point, we're gonna drop brick. Let's do this. So heavies are going out in front. They are doing an excellent job taking that beating. So from this point guys, I am losing a heck of a lot of Zookas. We are going to our next flare point. Gonna need to do a 2 smoke drop here. Perfect. So looks like, oh, we did lose brick, guys. We've got to directly flare the core, shock the rocket launcher behind the core, medkit the Zookas. We've shocked the shock launcher as well. The rocket launchers are targeting my Zookas. This is not good. I don't think we're going to have enough to bring this down. Unfortunately, the shocks have expired, and yeah. So guys, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen, and this was actually a very easy setup to bring this down with the Heavy-zooka. So we are going to live and learn, because unfortunately I can't be playing around with too many of these bad attacks, because reloading my troops has brought me right back down to 1.1 million gold. So we're only getting 107 gold in return. So this is the principle of the matter, man. The fact that we can pull these attacks off with minimal gold reserves. So we took a beating from that mortar right off the bat. And guys, we've got Brian Bolda, aka Apocalypse, popping into the YouTube chat. What is up, Brian Bolda? How are you doing today, sir? We are just morning map clearing with the Heavy-zooka. And even though we just flared, I still need to take out that machine gun. So we are going to drop our Zookas, and I am going to drop 1 smoke because we did take a shot from that mortar. Perfect. So I don't care about this boom cannon now because it's only single shot defenses. So next flare point, brick and the heavies. And uh-oh, we got a flare directly in front of it, not directly at it. So that extra flare might have costed us a little additional gunboat energy, but nonetheless, I still think we can pull this off. Okay, so Brick cannot hit that boom mine again like she did last time. 2 smoke drop. So looks like Brick is dead again. Come on, Brick, what are you doing? So we might have to worry about clearing that mine. So it's almost time to re-flare the core. And not even enough for the second shock on the rocket launchers, guys. And I think this was even worse than the first attack. So the shock is going to expire on the rocket launcher, and we literally just missed this one by the skins of our teeth. So, believe it or not, I'm still going to send this one more time on this player base, which is going to bring our gold reserves even lower. So this base shouldn't be giving me as much as a struggle as it is, but unfortunately it is. And look at that, 741. So we have to get it on this one, guys, which means these mines were unfortunately becoming a problem for Brick. So Brian, sometimes it's just the way she goes, man. So don't even worry about it, brother. We're definitely going to get it on this one right here. I feel it, I feel it, I feel it. Let's get one more in there as well. Perfect. Okay, so now the fact that Brick's going to stay alive and we can get battle orders fired off, I think is going to make a big difference. So here we go. Uh-oh, nope, I want to get my Zookas. There we go. So perfect. Okay, so now we're going to go heavy. Now we're going to go Brick. We're going to flare directly. Wrong, troops and smokes not correct. You're absolutely right, man. And we're taking a little bit more. Yeah, the Zookas are dead, man. Zookas are dead on this one. So we are going to retreat because with my gold reserves right now, I'm literally setting myself up for execution. So 1-7 after you master them, 2-6 for now. Absolutely, buddy. 2-6 for now. I like that. I like that. I like that. And Brian Bolda actually giving some awesome constructive criticism there. And I 100% respect and appreciate that because as much fun as I like having with the Heavy-zooka, as you can see, I've just struggled not once, not twice, but 3 times on the same base load out there. So I think what we are going to do is once we do reload that, we are now at 540,000. So we're going to come back to Albro Brody there, and let's take a look at Captain Crunk, or Canuck. Captain Canuck here. And this one, even though we've got the Simo in there, we are going to target the shield gens. Oh yeah, I think we can actually pull this one off a lot better. And oh yeah, we should have got back to the what's it called? The 2-6. Hi, don't forget Jason's birthday tomorrow. Terry, oh my Lanta. I most definitely won't forget Jason's birthday tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't be seeing J-Man again until Friday, which means he won't be getting much love and respect until Friday there from me. But Terry, thank you so much for sharing that. We most absolutely will be giving Jason a happy birthday on Friday when I see him. But that is tomorrow, Terry. That is awesome. So here, no smoke on core, just double smoke to cover Zooka spread. Let the heavies peak. All right, let's give this one a go, my friend. Okay, Brian, I gotta say, man, that one was working a lot better. I know the Zookas are gonna start taking a little bit of a beating here. Uh-oh, they're gonna peek, cover that gap, Okay, phew. So now we've got to activate that battle order, and we've got to shock defenses behind the core. Rocket launcher and mortar. Medkit the Zookas, and one more, should be maybe one more after that. One more after that. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Wow, that was close. So Brian definitely could have been a lot more effective on the player base there. And starting things off with Dr. Terror and the NPC was a great way to get things started, just to get back into the routine of things there. But with the gold being so low and losing so many Zookas, I would really hate to switch to Warrior mid map clearing session. 446, which means if I have one more botched attack, unfortunately, we will not be able to continue the live stream. And this is a shield base that I'm saving. We can very easily, your KZ was too far. Fair enough on that one, man. So Brian Bolda, like I said, we are still working on it, man. I do appreciate the help with regards to making the kill zone a little bit closer up, because it seems like the KZ was too far. So he's referring to my kill zone was too far. I think it definitely should have been a little bit closer up. And just showing off Johan Hitman here with the shields. And unfortunately, we will not be dropping any intel right now. We will get it, absolutely, Brian. We will get it, brother. And let's take a look at our Russian friend over here. So I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Okay, so Brian, this looks awesome, man. I see absolutely no ice. We've got no shields. So there is just straight up 180. This theoretically, this should be a cakewalk for me. So what I'm thinking here is, should my KZ be in the right here? Looks proper to me, but is that too far? Or should it be essentially, I think there's way too much concentrated defenses in front of that headquarters there with the mines and the hot pot. So I'm thinking, Brian, that KZ is at your left. So my kill zone is going to be at my left. Now, Brian, is that left in front of the core or is that left behind the core? Because if that is going to be left in front of the core, essentially my KZ is going to be kill both the MG and the mortar. So MG and mortar, Brian, that's what I'm looking at right there when you're pointing that at. So we take out the MG and the mortar there, and once the MG and the mortar are gone, essentially that opens up my kill zone. We then reflare the core, and looks like we shock the rocket launcher and the shock launcher and the hot pot, and I'm thinking that from there, Brian, it should be good. 3 shock blast and critters. Okay, so 3 shocks and critters. 1, 2, 3, and critter. Now, I'm thinking that the critter goes directly on the headquarters. If not directly on the headquarters, then I think we might throw it. Rocket launcher. Where would be the best place to throw the critters, Brian? Because I'm thinking it's either going to be on the headquarters there or just somewhere around these 2 mortars over here. So that way we can activate and target. Always use critters. Good point, Brian. That's one thing that I don't always get into the habit of using, and that is effectively using critters. So before we send it, actually, I'm going to take your advice here, Brian, and we're going to set it up to 2-6. We're going to have 2 boats heavy, 6 boats of Zookas, where we're running the 3-5 right now, where it's a little unnecessary because we should be getting more troop damage in from those Zookas, and 44 gunboat energy for 3 smokes and critter, 66 for 4 and a critter. You got to remember those points, guys. Brian Bolda, Apocalypse, giving us excellent points and pointers and tips right now. Just absolutely spectacular. So guys, we're just going to take a look at that again. So Brian Bolda, aka Apocalypse, letting us know that the 44 GBE for 3 smokes and critter, well, if you want to factor in that additional shock, or sorry, if you want to additional in 66 for 4, if you want to additional in that additional shock, it is 66 GBE for 6 shocks and a critter. So that is fantastic. Brian, thank you so much for sharing that with us in the YouTube chat. And guys, we're going to pop in here. We're going to take a look at our Russian friend. We know exactly what we have to do. We are going to art out the machine gun and mortar. We're going to flare to our kill zone, and I'm hoping for a much more cleaner and efficient kill on this one. So here we go. And looks like we'll just drop 1 barrage and an artillery on each. And this mortar, I think we can just steal a little extra gunboat energy from. Critters by flamethrowers. Thank you, Brian. Critters by flamethrowers. Perfect. Gotcha. Okay, so here we go. So remember, guys, the CMO always targets the weakest defense. So unfortunately, top of a core, the arts are cheap. Yes, that was a lot of GBE there. So Brian, looks like we'll be doing 3 shocks and critters. Oh no, we didn't shock the hot pot. I mean, we still took it down. Darn it, way more Zookas lost than wanted. I was late on throwing the critters there, Brian, and then essentially that just threw off my timing with my shocks, and 44 Zooka casualties. Come on. Didn't even have any ice or shield, guys. That was not very good. SkullCrusher definitely has to. I have to hold myself to a much higher standard when it comes to the PvP there. And Big B, that's right. This guy was giving me a heck of a hard time yesterday. And I was hitting this unboosted, and we've got just right. It was 4 ice and the shield gen. So I don't think I'm going to hit this right now. I think I'm going to save Big B for later tonight and then boost, because I want to be able to bring this guy down. Unless, Brian Bolda, if you've got any wonderful suggestions here, but I might go and try to clear a few more bases to try to accumulate a few more gold if we do attempt to send it on Big B over here. And even if we wanted to BART out and art out that shield generator, we're looking at almost 67,000. Sorry, 66,000, 65.8 to be exact, but that is a ridiculous amount of health on that shield generator. So nonetheless, and I can't set the KZ in the front because the rocket launchers and shock launcher and machine guns are just going to target the Zookas. No need, let me check that out there for a second, Brian. No need to smoke heavies by core. No need to smoke heavies by core. Just double smoke to cover Zooka spread and core flare. So that's what so no need to smoke heavies by core. Oh, okay. So even though I only have 2 boats of heavies, when I'm dropping my essentially my 2 smoke drop at the end there, I dropped that first smoke near the core first, just so it would time out first, and that the heavies will additionally get targeted first as the smoke behind expires, and then the Zookas are free. But Brian, so Apocalypse is just letting me know that there's no need to essentially have that first smoke by the core. Just let those heavies spread. And just do a double smoke to cover the zoo. Brian, I know exactly what you're talking about there, so that's a really good point. So thank you so much for that. We definitely could have probably done a lot better if we followed that. Looking at this base, then you use 3 smokes. Yeah, I got you on that one. So most definitely, so was not the cleanest. We most definitely could have done better on that one, Apocalypse. So we're gonna take a look at Pity A976. Let's see what we're up against here, guys. And that's right, no shield generator, but looks like we do have some ice. So I think we can actually do a much better job on this one. Just checking for boom mines. Okay. So, Brian, I'm looking at this one, and I'm definitely thinking that I'm going to... My KZ is going to be on the right side. I'm going to have it pretty much right up here between the storage and the vault. I'm debating whether or not I want to Bartonard out that mortar and machine gun, but I think we'll leave it left just the MG. Ah, the back MG. Nothing next to it. It's a good point. So KZ left side, launch left. One shock mine to worry about. Boom mines too far, they won't spread. Another mine there. Another boom mine up top. Okay, yeah, you know what? I think we can actually do a little bit cleaner on this one, Brian. So unboosted HZ PvP. Here we go. I mean, I had a fantastic one last night. That's the video that I shared, the 1.3 million HZ. No, the back is a shock. Oh, the back is a shock. The one in the middle right here, Brian, pretty much in between the 3 snipers and 2 flamethrowers. Yeah, that's got to be the one, because once that removes, it's pretty much like a big, massive opening that says KZ. That is my kill zone. So the one in the back is a shock, which means that it's got to be this one right here. So we're going to drop that barrage and that artillery. More than enough to bring it down. We are going to clear that shock mine. Yes, 8 squares away from core. Perfect. 8 squares away from core, man. I love your pinpoint accuracy, Apocalypse, on that. That is absolutely fantastic. All right, so here we go. Okay, so I think this one is going much cleaner. Okay, 2 smoke drop here to cover the Zooka spread. We're going to let the Zookas, or sorry, we're going to let the heavies peak. We're still managing 40. We'll have enough for 3 shocks, 2 shocks. Medkit the Zookas. Hope for the best here. Come on, Zookas. Come on, Zookas. Okay, wow, that was a lot better, Brian. Look at how many Zookas are still alive. I'm actually really happy with how that just played out. And doing that with the 2.6 and getting rid of the machine gun in the middle there. I'm thinking I definitely should have shocked that shock launcher on the left there. Brian Boulder, thank you so much, man. I love the fact having you be able to help and coach me through these live streams, which essentially also do make me a better Boom Beach player. And then I also get to credit you, like Brian Boulder, aka the Apocalypse, coaching SkullCrusher on the HZ, the Heavy-zooka, the Hooka troop loadout, sending it on PvP. So 1-7 is even better. Man, you're talking crazy talk right now. When I get to that point when I'm so comfortable with the HZ, the Heavy-zooka, the Hooka troop loadout, Brian, right now I think I'll keep it with the 2-6. We will definitely progress it to a 1-7 as we advance our skills. But right on, Brian. Thank you so much for that. And we've got Lucy. So let's take a look at Lucy. I love seeing the all-female names in here. It's, ooh, Shield Gen. That's like 70,000. Come on, man. Alrighty, so we got the Shield Gen in the back and looks like 7 ice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we try to get rid of that Shield Gen, it's like 1 artillery. I can get 3.5 million bases in 1 shock. Brian, that is impressive. Oh, 1.35 million. I was going to say 3.5 million. I don't even think they have shield generators in ice that let your defenses accumulate that much building health. But that is still a very cool Apocalypse. Definitely getting can get 1.35 million bases with 1 shock. And guys, that is not easy. That does actually acquire a fair amount of skill to successfully pull off an attack like that. Oh, left. If we launch left... So much on that shield. Top guys have 2 million. Jesus. Yeah, I'm assuming like guys like Ryan, the PSC Life, Shishka Bobber, Turtle might even be up in the lines of that. Master Morty as well. Some of the top Koreans and Russians. Oh my. This shield generator dies in 9 hours and 18 minutes. And where is your weapons lab? Probably has another shield gen waiting to come out. But nonetheless, I would like to time this accordingly. So I might leave Lucy for the time being there, which means we've got Big Boy, which is a lot of ice and shield. We've got the Intel Shield, Johan Hitman, which I want to be able to drop, but unfortunately we won't be able to right now. So let's take a look. We've got a few more over here. I might go back over to Mr. Abu Arudi there, Brian, and give that another stab, man, because I'd be quite interested in bringing that one down. I don't like that he beat us that many times. Bullet can kill the shield gen all by himself and then hit... That's very good. That's very good thinking, Brian. And I actually had a similar attack. It's very funny you said that because I'm going to show it to you right after this. Okay. Look at this one, Brian. No ice, buddy. No ice, no shield gen. We're going to go back to that previous base and theoretically scout that bullet taking out the shield gen attack here. But let's just take a look over here. We're definitely going to land left. I think we'll just BART out the mortar there. No, shock launcher. No, they'll be in range of the shock launcher. Or they'll be inside the radius there. I've got a pretty good idea here, Brian. I'm going to give this one a stab here, buddy. Okay, so either shock launcher. Yeah, good point. So we'll probably take out... You know what? I'm going to try to get a little bit technical here. We're going to leave it, Brian. I'm going to try something here. So let's do this. Oh, now you tell me you would do right. We've just launched left. And it is go time. So we are going directly above. And there was a shock mine there. So we're going to cover the Zooka spread. So we are going to activate battle orders. directly critter over here, reflare the core. And I think we've got good placement here, Brian. And perfect. Okay, perfect. So going right, I think, would have been just as effective. Unfortunately, ooh, we got a crystal. That's awesome. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of Zookas. So 185k we were able to salvage on that. So getting better is right, Brian, but the whole point is to pull these hits off without losing the Zookas, man. So thank you so much for your kind words and your support and your coaching and your motivation, Apocalypse. Just absolutely spectacular, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. But I want to show you something quickly here. So we're just going to pop our way back into the task force, because we ran dead end yesterday, and yes, this one's it. Okay, so I had a bullet take out the shield. So both sides were even. Need to clear mines better, will save ladies. Thank you so much, Brian. See, my mindset with that is don't clear the mines, because essentially if I land it right, theoretically, the Zooka should be able to get out in front. Or sorry, the heavies should be able to get out in front. And then when we reflare to our KZ, the heavies should take that lead and clear all the mines for me. So we are doing this unboosted, but that is a very, very valid point. We should definitely work on clearing more of the mines, so we don't lose so many of the ladies, because I think that's where I am going wrong. But Apocalypse, this was a similar hit that I had with SkullCrusher yesterday on circuit board, where essentially that's exactly what I did. I sent Bullet all the way up to the top to take out the shield generators, in which then we dropped our HZ, ironically, and tried to go for the core rush. Yup, so right on, man. Thank you for confirming that. And now we've got the Heavy-zookas, and I should have been able to get this. I think I was a little clumsy with the, you know the trick. Yes, see? That's exactly it. But I guess that's when you get to like 1-7 Heavy-zooka, when you master it, when you know you have that timing down where the heavies take the lead and they just clear all the mines. Like the video that I posted yesterday with the 1.3 mil HZ PvP takedown was absolutely insane. Apocalypse, I'm not gonna lie, man, it took me probably about, I think, 6 or 7 times before I got that hit down to that perfection. My casualty count was even at a minimal. I was boosted, but nonetheless, I was still very impressed with myself for that hit. And let's make our way back over here. I don't think I have an op hit. No, that's right, I did already attack. And we are going to take a look right back at that previous base there with Lucy. And just in case, if we do muster up the courage to send it, because this map clearing session has been, 220,000 gold. That would be a very, very nice addition to add to our stockpile. Smoke bullet up there, take it out. And then I've got so much ice. And Ferns, what's up, brother? How are you doing, man? Just very much contemplating if I'm going to be sending it right now on Lucy. Sending it on Lucy. 119 of 190. Holy smokes, man. I've gained my 2 subs, man. That is fantastic, man. Guys, I'm so sorry I can't see your subscriptions when they pop up, or when you guys subscribe. I can't see them on the screen. For some reason, I live stream through the DU screen recorder app, and when my viewers are watching me through the server via the DU screen recorder and they subscribe, I get that notification on the screen. I actually had that happen to me yesterday. Shout out to Mitch Schoonmaker for subscribing to me through watching through the DU screen recorder. But when I get subscriptions via YouTube, like if you're watching me over YouTube and you subscribe, that notification doesn't pop up. And I've even gone into my settings and adjusted it in my live chat tools to have that show up on my screen. So that's bothering me that it's not still showing up. So it looks like I may have to do a little bit more investigating and figure this one out. But Apocalypse, aka Brian Bolda, going back to this loadout here, man. I think I'm going to save this one for tonight when I boost. So at least that way I can have a little bit more confidence, because with my gold reserves, I mean, I botched this attack once. There goes my gold. I can't hit any more bases until I build up a little bit more of a gold reserve here. And I also have this guy over here, which honestly I would love to hit, because that's just like 111,000 gold just sitting there for the taking. But and he does have the intel shield, which means I want to be able to drop for him as well. My gold is so low right now, which means I can't really afford to waste like 80, 100,000 gold right now just to show some love. So I'm not going to be attacking him right now. I will be keeping Johan Hitman on my base, so I can drop some intel and diamonds on later on in the evening. But as of now, he will stay put. But Ferns, that is awesome, man. How are you doing, man? So happy to see you pop up in the YouTube chat, man. Showing me some love and support. I had my 100 subscriber update video I posted yesterday in the morning, and it was just the first 5-10 minutes before Dr. Terror was just a shout out to a bunch of people with regards to supporting me and encouraging me and just, you know, watching my content. And Brian Bolda, aka Apocalypse, Ferns Mac, you are two homies that I gave some love to and shout out in that video. So if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I hope you can go back and check it out. It is the 100 subscribers video update. So just a huge shout out to absolutely everybody. All good, Ferns. That is absolutely fantastic, man. So just very happy to make 100 subscribers and then efficiently and effectively start growing and making it from there. So I have set my next goal for 500 subscribers, but I'm just happy right now making 2 to 3 subscribers a day. I've had some really hot days where I've gained 8 subs a day, 7 subs a day, 6 subs a day. So I'm really happy and excited with how fast this has been growing for me. So you guys are absolutely awesome. And Ferns, yo, huge shout out to you, homie, because you've been awesome, man, and that's what I'm talking about. So let's go back over it, because I think before we bring the live stream to an end, guys, because with regards to the bases that I have left, they are the ice and shield gen bases, and then of course I have the intel shield base, which I don't want to kill because I want to save that and drop some intel and diamonds on later. So we will take one more look at Abo Rhodey, and then I actually had a really awesome Dioxin hit yesterday, and so Brian, I really want to send it on this base, man, but this guy beat me 3 times. Like not once, not twice, but thrice that we just absolutely got our butts kicked. And I mean, it's only 107,000. Still spreading the word. Will be many more subs. Congrats, Skull. You rock. Yo, Apocalypse, you rock, brother. I remember like one of my very first or second live streams, and I think it was one of my first live streams. I think you, my friend, Brian Bolda, aka Apocalypse, you were one of my first comments on the live stream with regards to so happy you can finally catch one live, or it was just something along the lines of that. And I was absolutely thrilled, man. And sorry guys, I got a cough here. Woo! Much better. And I was just so happy when you actually commented, and you've been so supportive on all my live streams, man. So you guys are awesome, man. Just keep on rocking in the free world, fellas. Just keep on rocking in the free world. Keep on booming as well. Alrighty, so I want to send it on this base. I really do. We've got the 2-7 loadout. We've got Bullet with Taunt. I might try this with Bullet and Taunt. Kill Zone is killing Boom Cannon and Machine Gun, 3 shocks and a critter. So Kill Zone is killing Boom Cannon and Machine Gun, 3 shocks and a critter. That's what he's talking about with Boom Cannon and Machine Gun. I most definitely will have to focus on clearing some of these mines, because that was, I think, a big problem in my downfall. We did take some fire right off the bat from those mortars. So okay, Apocalypse, we're going for it. But my question for you, bud, is should I be using Bullet with Taunt or Brick with Energy Drink? Brick with energy drink. Sorry, brick with battle orders. I think brick with energy drink would be really, really... I think that would be quite a amusing sight to see. But nonetheless, everybody... Brian, I'm a little confused here, buddy. I don't know if it should be bullet and taunt or brick and battle orders, but I'm definitely thinking brick and battle orders because having that additional speed just really, really speeds things up and just it really gives you that additional damage as well because your troops are attacking at that faster pace. So I think we most definitely will be using brick with battle orders. We're going to make our way back over on a corner base. Flare spot is in 1 square. On a corner base, flare spot is in the 1 square. Jog outs. Yes, brick. Okay, so. Alright, Apocalypse. Let's take a look at this and let's see how we can do this. So. 1 square, eh? That flare spot will keep them tight on the wall. What a flare spot is on. Oh! Oh! Are you talking about up here? Like this machine gun? This machine gun and this boom mine and then... the 1 square right at the top, essentially right where that machine gun is, because I was completely looking at this at a completely different way, and looks like we won't even be affected by the grappler. Definitely it has to be that machine gun and that boom cannon, Apocalypse, right wall, just below that MG that you kill. Right wall. So this one right here. But are you saying to flare directly up to the corner, the square right up in the corner there? So pretty much where this boom cannon is, Brian, I should be flaring my troops right up to as far as I can get into that top corner there. And yeah, okay, perfect. Flare spot, keep them tight on the wall. On corner spot, killing. Casey is killing. Boom and mortar, 3 shocks and a critter. Okay. Let's do this. Ah! No, look at wall. It jogs out 1 square under machine. Yeah, right over. On the right wall? Where? I mean, other than that one right there. Unless you're talking about right over... like right where that machine gun is. Like that little jog out where the pier is. But nonetheless, this bugger is online right now, which means he's watching my failed, miserable attacks on his base. Okay, so, Brian, I'm glad we've got that down, brother, but unfortunately, Abo Rody is, he's online right now, which means he's watching my failed attacks, and he knows that, he got me. So, darn it, he's probably sharing that with the task force, and like, hey guys, look what my base just defended against. I'm not saying he sounds like that, I'm just assuming. So, I think I will be wrapping up the live stream here, guys, because the remainder bases that I do have left, unfortunately, are the Intel Shield, and I want to be able to drop some diamonds in Intel, and then I have a Big B, and I have Lucy that I want to be able to boost and hit later tonight. So, before I do wrap up the live stream, guys, I did have a really, really awesome Dioxin. I want to say solo, but I think somebody attempted it and unfortunately did not get it. So we are just going to take a look. And yes, so Foghat did attempt Dioxin. And he tried it with Bullet. It's pretty ballsy. Mr. Brian Bolda, Apocalypse, you have yourself a wonderful day as well. Hope to catch you on the next stream, brother. Keep on rocking on the free world and keep on booming, brother. So, I'm just going to show Foghat's attack here and then my hit with SkullCrusher. before I bring things to an end here, and it looks like, yeah, Fog's Landing was definitely his downfall. Ah, poor Fog. I'm still gonna give him a and that's not a Wookiee sound. That's just a little inside joke that me and Fog have with each other. We each other back and forth. That's right, guys. We're booming pirates. So back over to SkullCrusher with the Dioxin finish, rocking it with the flare landing, AZ, and brick. Now, this is actually a very comfortable base layout that I'm comfortable with. Dioxin, Machina, Complex. Those are probably some of the three most conifolds, probably some of the three most comfortable bases that I am most comfortable with hitting in operations. And it looks like we flared directly to our first flare point. And perfect. And from here, guys, we went directly to our next flare point, which was our KZ, our kill zone, right above the cannon. And then from there, we had literally like 3 or 4 Zookas that did spread. And the flares were on point for the path of alignment to the KZ. And from here, guys, it was a 2-smoke drop. Oh, I one smoke dropped it. Never mind. We were managing the gunboat energy. We did have to drop 4 shocks here. So take a look, guys. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we did get the 4 shock launchers in one go. We did get the 3 rocket launchers and laser in one go. We did get the 3 shock launchers in one go. And we did get 3 out of the 4 mortars in one go. And the rest was history, guys. Very awesome. Dioxin, 155 force points for the kill. And just as my shocks expired, we finished it off with the boom goes the dynamite. So, really awesome, guys. An easy Dioxin. I mean, I think it was only 1.2 million health on that core. But nonetheless, guys, we still got the V, still got the victory, got the W, got the win. Boom goes the dynamite. So, right on, Brian. So happy you can catch that last hit before we wrap things up. So, guys, I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in for the morning live stream on Wednesday, May the 30th, 2018. Guys, please do not forget to support the channel by clicking that subscribe button, like the live stream, and leave a comment. We have our 100 sub special tomorrow, Thursday, May the 31st, 2018 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I wish you all a wonderful day. Keep on booming. Guys, we are going to make like a Tom and cruise. Peace.